Good morning, friends. How is everyone doing? Good. I'm happy to hear that. Who can remind me what you are learning about all this week? That's right. You're learning all about the life cycle of a flower and all about plants. And who remembers what are the few things that plants need to help them grow? They don't need very much. They need sunlight, excellent. Water, good answer. And soil, good remembering. So those are the three things that plants need to grow. Today we're going to do a story all about how a plant grows. We're going to do a song at the end if we have time. And for our activity, we're doing the life cycle of a flower. So have this page printed and have a glue stick, or if you have tape, and a pair of scissors. All right, let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, so our story today is called We Plant a Seed. So looking at the cover, what do you think this book is going to be about? Think of the title, We Plant a Seed. Look at the picture. Good thinking. It's about planting a seed. Looks like this boy and this little girl are trying to grow a plant. How does a seed become a plant? We are learning how. My teacher says seeds are amazing. She says that each little seed is like a promise. It is the promise of new life. When you bury a seed in soil, you plant a promise. So if we want to grow a plant and grow a flower, what do we have to do with that little seed? Who can tell me? We have to put it in the dirt, that's right, or the soil. A seed does not look as if it is alive, but it is. It is just sleeping. When the time is right, the seed will wake up and it will start to grow. But we said if that plant and that flower that we want it to grow into, it needs sunlight, water, and it needs to be in soil. So right now we have a seedling, and that's when the seed began to sprout. And it has some leaves at the top, and you can see the white at the bottom. Those are roots. And the roots help suck up all that water that falls into the dirt, and it helps grow that plant. Most seeds need just 3 things to grow. And you boys and girls know them, so let's say them together. What's the top picture? Dirt or soil, excellent. What's the picture on the left at the bottom? Water, and the picture on the right? Sunlight. So plants only need 3 things to grow. They are super simple. Without these 3 things, our seeds will not grow. There are many kinds of seeds. Do you think seeds come in all different shapes and sizes? If you answered yes, you're right. They come in all sizes, shapes, and colors. What a lot of choices we have. So let's see some of the seeds on this page. We have morning glories on the left, and those are really tiny little round seeds. To the right, we have pumpkin seeds, and those are really long. And how do they look shaped? Like an oval. We also have sunflower seeds, which are long and shaped like an oval, similar to pumpkin. We have corn seeds in the middle that are yellow, and they're kind of shaped round, a little bit square there in the middle. And then to the right, we have bean seeds. And those are curvy and they're brown. So seeds come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. I am going to plant a bean seed. My seed looks like this now, but soon it will look like. First, we put some soil in our pots. Next, we add our seeds. And then we cover them with more soil. So what's the first step when planting a seed? To put it in the dirt, that's right. And then you have to cover the seed with dirt. Now it's time to add a little water, but not too much. Our seeds need sunlight to help them grow. The window is just right. So if you're planting your seeds inside your home, or even if you have a flower inside your home or a plant that you want to help grow, you should put it by the window. That's where the sunlight comes in. Now our seeds have three things that they need to grow. They have their soil, water, and sunlight. Time to wake up, seeds. Pumpkin seed day 1. Oh. Day 5, it's a little sprout or a seedling. 1 month later, these seeds grow quickly. They may need only a few days to become a plant. Other plants grow very slowly. An acorn may take years to become a giant oak tree. So I'm sure you boys and girls know when you're outside and on the playground, a lot of times friends might find acorns. What animal loves to eat acorns? Squirrels, that's right. And acorns are the seed of an oak tree. But oak trees are really big and they take a long time to grow that tall. So some plants take a short time to grow and some take a long time. We give our seeds a little water each day. I watch and wait for my seed to keep its promise. And who remembers what was the promise of the seed? That if you give it the three things, water, sunlight, and soil, it will become a plant. That's the seed's promise. At first, we cannot see our seed growing because it's under the soil and it's changing. My bean plant reaches up to the sunlight. Every day it grows a little more and a little more and a little more. But the roots are growing down at the bottom. So do we see the roots growing in a plant? No. Why do we not see the roots growing? Because they're in the soil, they're under the dirt. And what grows on top of the dirt that we do see? The stem. That's right. So we see the stem at the top, but the roots are underneath. We don't see them. Then one day it happens. A tiny green plant pokes through the dirt. My plant is alive. Each day new plants sprout. Some plants take longer than others. It's hard to wait. One by one, our seeds become new plants. And now look at these plants, boys and girls. We have 3 plants here. We have a plant on the left, in the middle, and one on the right. Do they look the same or do they look different? They all look different. They must have each planted a different seed. In time, our little plants grow bigger and stronger, and then they need a new home. We will find a nice home for them with just the right amount of soil, water, and sunlight. Our young seedlings will grow into big, beautiful plants. Then, when the time is right, the plants will form new seeds, and these seeds will be the promise of more new life. My teacher was right. Seeds really are amazing. The end. Thank you, boys and girls, for being such good listeners for that story. Let me stop my sharing. Okay, so now we know how to plant a seed. I think that you boys and girls can help me figure out the sequence of how we plant a seed. We need to figure out what we do first, what we do second, what we do third, and what we do last. And we have our pictures all at the bottom. Our first picture is a sprout. And that's when the seed starts to grow just a little bit. It pops out of the ground and we see the stem and some leaves. Next to the sprout, we have a flower, a really big and tall flower. We also have next to the flower, that's called a bud. And you can see at the top of the stem, at the top of the sprout, there's a little circle shape, and that's the bud. That's going to be where the flower grows. And the last picture is a seed. So you boys and girls are going to go ahead, you're going to cut out your 4 pictures, put them in a pile, and then we will figure out what we need to glue on first. When you're done cutting out all your pictures, give me a thumbs up so I know you're ready. Make sure your helper hand is holding your paper. Excellent. Nice cutting, boys and girls. Okay, so I have my 4 pictures cut out. And this is what your paper should look like. Write your name at the top. All right, I see a lot of thumbs up, so let's get started. Who thinks they remember what we do first when we want to plant a flower or we want a plant to grow? What do we need to do first? Where do plants and flowers come from? A little seed. So find your picture of this seed, hold it up. Let me see. Excellent. I see everyone's holding the same picture as me. And seed begins with what letter? Seed. S. Good. Glue your seed in the first box. So we have a seed. We plant a seed in the dirt or in the soil. What happens next? We gave our seed some sunlight, some water, and then it began to sprout. Who can find me the picture of the sprout? Let me see, hold it up. Excellent. If you're holding up this picture, you are correct. And a sprout is when the seed begins to grow just a little bit. We see it pop out of the soil or the dirt. And sprout begins with letter sprout. S, good. It makes the sound. Glue your sprout in box number 2. So our seed began to sprout. It grew a little bit. It popped out of the ground, the stem, and we got to see it. We gave our sprout some more sunlight and some more water and rain. And then what do you think happened? That's right. If you're holding up the picture of the bud, you are correct. And the little circle on top of the stem, the little round circle part, is where the flower will begin to grow and bloom. And this is called a bud. And what letter does bud start with? It makes the B sound. That's right, it starts with letter B. So which box should we glue the bud in, boys and girls? Number 3 or number 4? You are correct, that's right. Glue your bud in number 3. And then the bud got more water and more sunlight, and then what happened? What happens last? It grows into a really tall flower, that's right. So grab your picture of your flower, hold it up. Excellent. And what letter does flower start with? You got it. It starts with F. It makes the F sound, flower. And where do we need to glue our flower, boys and girls? In box number 4. You got that right. So first, we have a seed, and we plant it. We put it in the dirt. Excellent. Next, we give it water and sunlight, and it starts to sprout. The stem pops out of the ground. We give it more water and sunlight, and then it grows a, who remembers what that little round part was called at the top of the stem? A bud. Excellent, good remembering. And then we give the bud more water and sunlight, and it grows into a flower. Good remembering. You boys and girls did an excellent job helping me sequence the life cycle of a flower. And now, since we have some time, I'm going to pull up my song, so get your listening ears on, and you can help me sing along. Let me share my screen. And let me make sure my sound is on. Share sound. Excellent. Okay. Our song is called Farmer Plants the Seeds. I hope you boys help me sing along.
Let's go to the garden and plant with the farmer. The farmer plants the seeds. The farmer plants the seeds. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer plants the seeds.
Sure do.
Wow, look at that sun. The sun comes out to shine. The sun comes out to shine. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the sun comes out to shine. Oh no, take cover, it's raining. The rain begins to fall. The rain begins to fall. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the rain begins to fall.
Let me see your rain, boys.
Come on, guys, let's go check on the seeds.
Looking good.
The seeds begin to grow. The seeds begin to grow. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the seeds begin to grow. Wow, look at the vegetables. The vegetables are here. The vegetables are here. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the vegetables are here. Everyone go get your shovels. Let's go help the farmer.
Much appreciated, miss.
The farmer digs them up. The farmer digs them up. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer digs them up.
Sure do.
Those vegetables look so tasty. Now it's time to eat. Yes, now it's time to eat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, yes, now it's time to eat. I just love vegetables.
I heard you
Home,
girls.
it's where we bring the outside in.
Great job.
It's where
And I
we
saw you
sleep in.
dancing along
Celebrate
with me.
this May.
All right, let me stop sharing my sound. All right, boys and girls, thank you for singing along with me and dancing and being such great listeners for my story, and also for helping me sequence the life cycle of a flower. I hope you boys and girls enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.